Then they tell us incredulous fairy tales. The book. It says here, another Jewish young man by the name of Samson. You heard about Samson? Samson and Delilah. You know the story that Cecil DeMille made famous. Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba. You know the stories, the films. This fellow Samson, I'm reading now this from the book of Judges, chapter 15, verses 15 and 16. He found a fresh jawbone of a donkey jawbone he found, fresh. He reached out his hand and took it and killed 1,000 Palestinians with the jawbone of a donkey. This is far more, because you see, our brother happens to be a Palestinian, he ought to know that this is now programming taking place. Look, beautiful. One Jewish boy with the jawbone of a donkey, he kills 1,000 Palestinians. I want to know what the Palestinians were doing. You know what's 1,000? 1,000 people you kill with the jawbone of a donkey, and what they're doing? I said, look, if these 1,000 people, they spat on him, the guy would have suffocated. You can't even spit. You can't even run. Then he says, it's a miracle. Oh, the stick is a miracle and the jawbone of the donkey is a miracle. You know, we should go and tell the Israelis, they're wasting their time with those American cluster bombs. You know, in Beirut, they start to eliminate the Palestinians for good, the final solution. The final solution with American cluster bombs, and they failed. I said, look, man, go and tell them, find the jawbone of the donkey and find this magic stick. You'll do a cleaner job. And Samson, after killing the 1,000 Palestinians, he sings a song. So with the jawbone of a donkey, heaps upon heaps, with the jawbone of a donkey, I have slain 1,000 men. Hooray! Say hooray! Then, this book of God, in inverted commas, book of Judges is the name of a book, chapter 15, verses 4 and 5. It tells us that the same Samson, he's got magical powers. He went and caught 300 foxes. You know fox? You know what's a fox? Lomadi. You know, to catch a chicken. To catch a chicken in the open. Catch one chicken, catch one sheep, catch one goat. You know what an ordeal it is? You haven't tried. You catch them in pens. You have them ready, dressed. You know, dressed fowls you call them. The undressed ones. And you go and bake them. You try and catch one live chicken, live sheep, live goat. This Samson, Jewish young man, he caught 300 foxes. In Palestine, where did he find them? 300 foxes, to go and get 300 foxes. And he caught them and he tied them tail to tail. Two at a time. Two. It doesn't say male or female. Two. He made 150 pairs. 150 pairs of male and female. Shh. He tied them up. And they cooperated. The foxes cooperated. Can you imagine? Tame dogs, when poodles, you know, poodles, those little tiny dogs. You try to tie the tails of two and see what they do to you. But Samson, you see, he had those magic powers. He caught them and he tied them tail to tail and he put fire between the tails. And they cooperated. And he told them, go for the fields of the Palestinians, and they went. And they destroyed the fields, the granaries of the Palestinians. I said, you believe that? You believe that? He said, yes. You know, today, another Jewish lad, Sylvester Stallone, he goes as Rambo 3. He is Shamgar and Samson in one. Shamgar and Samson in one. Rambo 3. This fellow, single-handed, almost, he killed 1, 2, 3 Russians. That's the figure given. If you count on the film, if you have the time, stop it. Every time he kills a man, count it. 123, and he vanquished the whole Russian army, and the Russian army was made to leave Afghanistan. Samson and Shamgar in one. Rambo 3. You can do it in films. Anything, anything. You can do anything on film. But Cecil DeMille failed to produce those 3,000 foxes who would cooperate with him to put fire between their tails and go for the fields of the Palestinians. He failed. This is something, no magic power, no magic of the camera can ever achieve that. Rambo did it, Samson and Shamgar did it. You see, there is a kink, a twist in the human cranium, in the human brain. There is a twist. Everyone. That the more preposterous the proposition, unbelievable, fantastic, unimaginable, the more preposterous the proposition, the more readily with the superstitious and the credulous believe it. Go on, exaggerate, man. There is no limit to your exaggeration. Exaggerate and there'll be people wanting to believe it. They'll nod their heads and say yes. It can happen because it's in the book. The end result, what it does, we will come to that. You see, the Christians, they say, and I will deal with it if I have the time, they say the Quran is forged. It is copied from the Jews and the Christians. Dr. Shorrosh, in the last debate, he said,
let me challenge you. 75% of the wonderful Quran in my wonderful language of Arabic is from the Bible. And I would urge you to look into the Bible and find out where these sources are.
Let me challenge you. I'm quoting. He said, let me challenge you. I don't know whether he was challenging me or the audience or all of us. He said, let me challenge you. 75% of that wonderful Quran in my wonderful language of Arabic. Word for word I'm quoting, sir. You can get this tape. The tapes are available outside. In case you doubt my words. Of that wonderful Quran in my wonderful language of Arabic is from the Bible. If I have the time, I'll deal with that in detail. I will deal with that in detail. Is from the Bible means copied from the Bible. Is plagiarized from the Bible, is cribbed from the Bible. So the Quran answers that. Look, God Almighty, He doesn't need my help. He answers it. He says, Am yakulun aftara, or do they say he forged it, who Muhammad forged it? Qul, tell them, fa'tu bisuratim misli. So come on, produce a surah like it. وَدَعُوا مَنِ اسْتَطَعْتُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ, and call your aid to your aid, anyone besides Allah, in kuntum sadiqeen. In other words, the challenge is there, produce something like it. Muhammad did it, he copied it, come on man, you with your learning. You see, the Westerner had a good excuse, Swaggart had a good excuse, Jerry Falwell will have a good excuse, Billy Graham, good excuse, we don't know Arabic, we don't know Arabic, we don't know Arabic. Brother Shorrosh, Dr. Shorrosh has got no excuse. You see, thank you my brothers. Dr. Shorrosh, no excuse. He is a born Arab. He is not a Muslim who's converted to Christianity. He is born Arab, and his people have been Christians before Islam. Give them that credit. As he boasted in Birmingham at one of my meetings, he said there are 10 million Arab Christians. 10 million, maybe more now. 14 million. 14 million Arab Christians. I'm open to be rectified. It was 10 million on tape, it's gone to 14, it's quite all right. These are Arab Christians. Arabic is their mother tongue, not the mother's tongue. The mothers have the tongue in their mouths. No? Look, it's his mother tongue, means come naturally to him. And the challenge is there for 1400 years, produce a chapter like it. Brother says he will. We will be anxiously waiting to listen to the chapter he has produced. Inshallah.